Fabulous. It's a real, I would say, a rude awakening in many ways because, we always like to ape people from the West, and it's a very humbling feeling when you have a master from our part of the world, and an Eastern master when it comes to his philosophy, who became a giant going across to the West and conquering the Western world as early as the turn of the 19th century, the 18th century. It's a very humbling experience. It shows that there is a path to self-realization, and some of the techniques which you see in the movie and which are spoken about is quite unbelievable. People say that you live in the modern day and age in a you experience a life of materialistic stuff, artificial stuff. You really don't hit reality the way it should. But I'm sure when you watch this film, nothing is impossible. If you can practice those techniques, you will realize the path to self-realization. There's also a saying always said, live in the now. What is the now? It is reality. When you keep getting a reality check, you will know how to live in the now and not think too far ahead, not think too far behind. It's fantastic. The best part, which I said later on, was how a man, a human being, just with a relationship, like a Guru Shishya relationship, bolte hain, through a relationship with his Guru, Yukteswarji, could travel that far, single-handedly into the United States with nothing in hand, no baggage whatsoever, and then conquer the West just on sheer self-belief and the power of self-realization. Unbelievable.
Well, I'm really going to catch it again in the cinema hall on the 17th of June. I want to see it with with everybody there of the public. I'm very grateful a film like this has been made. I think it's very important that this sort of energy we put out into the world that we are living in today, a spiritually charged energy that comes from a great realized human being, is something we all need more than ever today, because the world is just being, and especially through the medium of cinema, which is the great, the biggest, the most powerful medium of entertainment and of reaching out to people. So it's just so lovely that योगानंद जी पे एक फिल्म बन गई है और वो अब सिनेमा हॉल्स में आएगी. And he has been a great spiritual power for the West for all these years. It's a pity that we haven't followed him as powerfully and as passionately, but hopefully things will change. And we really need this sort of energy coming into our space today, our space of the world. Very, very necessary. नहीं, आप योगा को ट्रेंड नहीं बोल सकते हैं. ट्रेंड लोग बोलते हैं क्योंकि जो नहीं पता फिर को लगता है कुछ खास लोग उसको फॉलो कर रहे हैं तो वो ट्रेंड है. लेकिन जो लोग योगा करते हैं उनके लिए वो एक बहुत गहरी आत्मदर्शन है, जिसे कहते हैं अभिमुख होना, अपने आप से सम्मुख होना. तो ये ट्रेंड नहीं कह सकते योगा को. जिसने योगा का पथ पकड़ लिया वो भाग्यशाली है. जिसने नहीं पकड़ा उसे कुछ जन्म लेने पड़ेंगे समझने के लिए कि मैं कौन हूँ, क्या हूँ, कहाँ से आया हूँ और क्यों आया हूँ और आगे कहाँ जा रहा हूँ. The urban needs it even more because urban people are so disconnected with nature. They're disconnected with their own bodies. They're disconnected with each other. Husbands don't connect to wives. Wives don't connect to husbands. Their husbands, respective husbands, I mean. Children, parents, everywhere where you see today the malaise of urban life is a deep disconnect, first of all with yourself, and naturally when it's with yourself then you are disconnected with every other human being around you. So I think the urban needs a spiritual connect more than people who are happily living closer to nature.
Somebody like me who's always been surrounded by a lot of devotees. I'm not myself a devotee and a follower as yet, but there was something that moved inside me when I saw the film, because it makes me wonder, there has to be something really solid that years after he was born and years after his existence, people are still talking about it. Not just in a small village, a group of 100 people, it's countless people now spread across the globe, and it's so overwhelming to see what that man could do, uh, just based on his willpower, his faith, his belief, his constant inquisitiveness about seeking peace. And I've known of how many ever people who are the devotees, like really close friends of mine. They start their day or pick up the phone and say Jai Guru. And there have been times when I wondered why. You can say hello, yeah, but now I do understand that there's no blank reason why they just blindly follow, the man himself. But there is a solid learning that has gone into them becoming devotees, and I hope to read more about it. It's been a very splendid, incredible day for me. In fact, my husband was reading a book on him some 4 days back, and then a friend of mine who's a devotee invited us to the screening. It's not a story that it best part lagega. It was a whole experience, it was like a journey, I think, for not just me but everybody who's seen the movie.
ये फिल्म नहीं है मेरे लिए, ये जीवन की एक जर्नी है, क्योंकि मैं योगानंद सत्संग से पिछले 9 साल से जुड़ी हुई हूँ। मैं साधक हूँ और गुरुजी की टीचिंग्स में हम लोग पढ़ते हैं, हम वीकली सत्संग में जाते हैं। तो ये मेरे लिए फिल्म नहीं है, ये मेरे लिए बिकॉज एवरीबडी सेज देयर गुरु इज़ द बेस्ट, बट आई नो माई गुरु इज़ एन अवतार. अवतार इज़ वॉट अ डिसेंडिंग फ्रॉम गॉड हिमसेल्फ. अवतारा, अब ऊपर से जो नीचे आता है भगवान के रूप में, वो अवतार है. सो योगानंद जी इज़ एन अवतार एंड ही हैज़ डन ऑल हिज वर्क, एंड एज अ मैन उन्होंने बहुत स्ट्रगल भी किया, जैसे पिक्चर में दिखाया है. और जहाँ तक ये सब आश्रम बापू जब वगैरह की बातें हैं, ऐसे बहुत लोग मिलेंगे, अच्छे भी बुरे भी. आपका नसीब है, आपके कर्म है कि आपको कौन से गुरु या कौन से ऋषि या कौन से टीचर या कौन से माँ बाप, कौन सा हस्बैंड, कौन से बच्चे आपको मिलेंगे, आपके कर्म और आपकी जर्नी के हिसाब से. आई नो द टाइम इज़ राइट फॉर दिस फिल्म टू हैपन, एंड दैट्स व्हाई द फिल्म इज़ हैपन. दिस वर्ल्ड नीड्स दिस फिल्म, दिस वर्ल्ड नीड्स फॉर अस टू बी अवेक. गुरुदेव हिमसेल्फ हु इज़ मेकिंग इट पॉसिबल. जब अब के देखिए आप, बहुत बहुत मुश्किल टाइम आने वाला है 2017-18 में, थर्ड वर्ल्ड की पॉसिबिलिटी है, बहुत सारी चीज़ें. इस टाइम पे ये एक बहुत बड़ी बीकन ऑफ लाइट लेके आएगी ये फिल्म, क्योंकि मेरे जो मित्रगण आए, वो देखने आए, वो मुझे बोल रहे हैं कि तुम्हारे सत्संग में मुझे जाना है. ऐसे बीज है जो एक बहुत बहुत बड़ा इसका स्क्रीन में तो मैं रोज़ नजर आती हूँ, टेलीविज़न में आती हूँ, पिक्चरों में आती हूँ, मैं तो हर दूसरे दिन आती हूँ.